Good evening, welcome to another edition of PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling, brought to you by the Low Payment King, Ralph Mahalik, and the Monroe Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Superstore in Monroe. Glad to have you with us here. Oh my goodness, what a night we had just 6 days ago at the Believe Center for Summer Stunner. And it was a wild, wild night, as you would expect. We're going to get into all the details of what went on that night as we go along here today. Coming up on this show, you will see William Studd in action coming up in just a little bit, and the transformation of Will Studd has been unbelievable to watch. Also, you're going to see Crimson take on the former PCW heavyweight champion Nitro on this show, and in our main event of this show, you will see the no disqualification match that started out the night at Summer Stunner 2015 as the Righteous Maker, Rick Baker with the Modfather in his corner, will battle Andy Shane with Dr. Jerry Graham in his corner in a no disqualification match, a very, very vicious match, and we're going to get to that in our main event today. I want to thank our sponsors, of course, Ralph Mahalik, the Low Payment King at the Monroe Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Superstore on South Dixie Highway in Monroe. We thank you very much for coming on as a big sponsor of PCW. Also, Seaway Marketplace, the corner of Bancroft and Cherry. You know, 7 days a week, you want to go in and grab lunch out of the deli, you can do it for just $2.50. And it's fantastic. Also, Mike Seeger's Red Wing Shoes on the corner of Bancroft and Reynolds. All right, let's get you to the action. The first match of the night. It is White Boy making his debut in PCW, but he battles a guy that people are not anxious to get in the ring with. It is William Studd.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he weighs in tonight at 190 pounds from Los Angeles, California, White Boy. His opponent, he's weighing in at 285 pounds from Dredge Day. Here is William Studd.
PCW brought to you by the Low Payment King at Monroe Dodge. They're online, monroesuperstore.com. Monroe Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. It is truly the superstore. Sean Boomer Bratton along with Norm Waymer. Will Studd is mad, Norm, and I think he's going to take it out on the White Boy this week.
I'm sure that's the game plan.
White Boy, seasoned competitor, has wrestled all throughout the country, hails from Los Angeles. First appearance here in Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. He does like to fly, he does like to take it to the air, but will he be able to deal with the power and the strength of Will Studd as Will backs him into the corner?
Well, it just seems that since Andy Shane shaved the head of Will Studd, it's brought out some kind of inner demon inside of Will Studd, and I've never seen anybody really this infuriated and this vicious.
I'm sure Andy Shane didn't think that he was going to awaken the beast, and White Boy tried to go in with the knife edge. Didn't get everything on that, but just probably enough to make Will Studd mad.
I mean, there's just a rage that's burning in Will Studd.
And now he's going to back him up into the corner for a third time. White Boy is not going to be able to match power. Oh no, and White Boy tried to get out of the way. Now what's Studd doing? Whips him in. Big whip in. White Boy ducks the clothesline. Tries to get him with a leg kick, with a drop kick. Oh, White Boy has to wonder if anything's going to tackle him. Oh, that clothesline. Whoops, taking the head off of White Boy.
I'm sure that's what he wanted to do. Big headbutt.
Devastating headbutt as White Boy goes down. Oh, he's mad now. He's got so much fury and anger in him. I've just never seen it, never expected this from Will Studd. Just beating down White Boy. And we know Will Studd, former champion here in PCW.
First ever PCW heavyweight
wants
champion.
to get back to the top, and well, I killed him on that slam, I think. This attitude could be exactly what he needs to get to the top.
You want to step in the ring and find out?
Not a chance.
Yeah, me either.
You're the one between both of us who has gotten in the ring. What are you, 2-0 undefeated?
No.
I think that's a pretty good resume. We should send that into the championship committee.
You've been in there before.
That's right. Yes, I remember now. There was that match. This was a, PCW where Pastor Payne had some issues with me back in the day.
Back in the day.
I think I took care of Pastor Payne. That's why we don't see him anymore.
Thank you for that. If I ever
Yeah, you're very
said that
welcome.
lately.
You're very welcome. Now,
Oh, look at this.
just taking White Boy's eyes, raking them across that top rope.
Would you want to be the referee in this match?
No, not at all.
You want to be the one to tell Will he can't do something?
I want to be right here where I'm at behind this table. I would prefer to be behind the guardrail. And White Boy really not able to mount much offense since the onset. Whips him in, hits that buckle hard. There's the freight train.
Look at the look on his face. Gosh.
And White Boy just hits hard off of that. And Stud's going to flip him over. He goes on top for the pin. White Boy kicks out at 2. Not sure if that was the smartest move.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Maybe sometimes you just need to lay there and accept it and move on with your life.
Find
I don't
a
know.
nice spot, soft spot on the canvas.
Exactly. And there's what you get for
one.
kicking out of the pin. You get
He goes
choked.
1, and you go, come on, 2, 3.
It's one of the few times where the wrestler is actually asking for a fast count. The guy getting pinned. Hey, come on, 1, 2, 3, let's do it.
Well, you got to hand it to the White Boy for,
He's resilient, I tell you that.
well, for not giving up here.
No, now he has him up power slam, maybe.
Oh, look at this.
Schoolboy
Upset coming, no.
almost had him off of that schoolboy. He slithered out of it. Oh, just dropped him down, spine buster. Dropped him down, spine buster. Lays
Look
on
at the
top
look.
of him.
2, no.
Okay, did White Boy kick out or did Will Stud just get up? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
That look he's giving referee is unbelievable. Not sure what he's going to do here. Big headbutt. Gonna crack someone's skull with that.
I'm not sure exactly what he's doing, but I'm sure Payne's involved.
Yeah, Payne is his new middle name, I think. Just right into the eyes. Just raking the eyes of White Boy. Yeah, the referee should just give him a little bit more leeway on this so that way he doesn't have to deal with them. Now look at this. Has him draped over that middle rope, just sucking the life right out of him because that's what Will Stud wants to do. And White Boy just slowly bringing himself to his feet. No quit on the White Boy, which is great, but man, to be on the receiving end of this, Norm, big forearm right into the exposed middle.
I mean, this sustained punishment, this is how people get hurt.
It is. Now he scoops him up. Samoan drop, maybe. He has him up on his shoulders. What's he going to do with him here? Not quite sure. White Boy tries to kick out of it. I think Will Stud took a little bit too long as White Boy fights back. White Boy mounting some offense and the fans getting behind him. Will registers. Will Stud throws him off. Oh, White Boy comes in with a head of steam, and that's one quick way to get shut down is with a clothesline.
Don't punch him, you're only going to make him angry.
Clotheslines him down. What's he going to do here? Grabs him, scoops him up. Is this, nope, power slam, maybe? Oh, my goodness. Boy, he looks nasty. He's looking right at us, Norm. That kind of scares me here.
I think he's looking at you.
Now, he was looking at you.
No, definitely you.
White Boy's up to his feet. What's White Boy going to try and do?
Just remember, I'm right behind you.
Just drops him down. I think White Boy kind of hooked his head a little bit on that one and maybe was trying to do some sort of like modified DDT off of it.
Sure did.
And really, what you do at this point is you throw everything out there and you hope something sticks and hope something clicks. Now, White Boy, what's he going to do now? Like I said, he does love to get some altitude, so he goes up to that middle rope. He's perched now. What are we going to see? Cross body. Oh, and Stud catches him with that.
I know what's coming here. Stud factor.
Oh, he got everything on that. That's done.
Good night.
And the winner is Will Stud off of the Stud Factor.
Here is your winner, Will Stud.
White Boy put up a heck of a fight.
It was a valiant effort, but just not enough to put away William Stud. And now if we could just get him peacefully out of the ring, that'd be to everyone's best interest.
You're going to tell him to go?
No, I'm not going to tell him to go. I just hope that he does.
I'm not going to tell him to go either.
As White Boy rolls out of the ring to safety after he was put through that mat with that Stud Factor. Not sure what Will Stud's going to do. But we know that Will Stud now really just announcing his presence here. This new Will Stud here in PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. Brought to you by Monroe Dodge. Easy to find online, MonroeSuperstore.com, home of the low payment king. Who doesn't want that? You can find that at Monroe Dodge, PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. September Showdown is coming at the Believe Center, Sunday, September 13th. PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling gives you September Showdown at the Believe Center, off South, east of the Anthony Wayne Trail. PCW brought to you by the Low Payment King at Monroe Dodge, MonroeSuperstore.com. PCW Heavyweight Championship defended at September Showdown. Our new champion, the Righteous Maker Rick Baker, will defend against Andy Shane. Keeping it on the titles, PCW Tag Team Championships defended. The Asian Assassins defend against Nitro and Malice Legion. PCW Cruiserweight Championship, the Pitbull will defend against the returning Diamond Couture. Also Chuck Wagon, one-on-one versus the Acolyte. We will also see at September Showdown, Celeste Taylor taking on Will Stud.
Every damn day, I have to sit and listen to you people cry and complain and whine about how life isn't fair, and you just tear everyone and everything down. And then you sit there and you wonder why no one likes you, why your parents don't love you. I'll tell you why. It's because deep inside, you're worse than what you have made me. Deep inside, you hate your own soul, you hate your own life, and you regret that your parents didn't use a condom. Every single time I get in the ring, I swear to you, I'm going to destroy everyone that you love, everything that you believe in, because that's what you've done to me. I am not going to take this lying down. I'm going to give it to everyone and destroy you all.
That's Will Stud taking on Celeste Taylor at September Showdown at the Believe Center, Sunday, September 13th.
Serial beast, wear it on your sleeve. Hey, baby, do you like it kind of rough? Do you like it?
Save more when you see the Low Payment Kings at the Monroe Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Superstore during the Low Payment Kings clearance event. You can own a brand new 2015 Chrysler 200 Limited, Jeep Compass, Dodge Journey, or Jeep Renegade Sport. Your choice, zero down, sign and drive, owned for only $255. That's right, zero down, sign and drive, owned for only $255. Call us toll free at 1-888-4-DODGE-1 or check out over 600 new and certified pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You visit MonroeSuperstore.com.
For good times, good food, and great service, go to Nick and Jimmy's on Monroe Street across from the mall, or Nick and Jimmy's on Lewis and Temperance. Anything from burgers to pizza. The Cocoa House Lounge on Lewis and Temperance features deluxe sandwiches and creative martinis. The Basin Street Grill on Monroe Street west of the mall, featuring extensive appetizers and fresh seafood in a classy yet casual environment. And the Village Inn on Holland, Sylvania in Sylvania. Great food and a roadhouse atmosphere. 5 times the good times, good food, and great service. Find it all at nickandjimmys.com.
I shop at Seaway Marketplace because they have the fastest lines in town.
Seaway Marketplace.
This is my store.
I buy almost all of my produce here at Seaway Marketplace for my home and my restaurant.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace Deli has the best chicken in town.
This is my store.
I shop at Seaway Marketplace because of the big selection of meat and seafood.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace, corner of Cherry and Bancroft.
Seaway Marketplace, this is my store.
Since 1905, Red Wing Shoe Company has been making purpose-built work footwear. The skilled employees in our 3 U.S. factories build over 1.2 million pairs of shoes annually. We are the largest Red Wing shoe dealer in northwestern Ohio with over 2,500 pairs in stock. Stop by our newly renovated store at 2122 North Reynolds Road. Shoes and boots that have served generations of hard-working people.
Back we are, PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling, brought to you by Ralph Mahalik, the Low Payment King at the Monroe Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Superstore. All right, as you saw in the interview with William Studd, you now know that we have a brand new PCW heavyweight champion. It is the Righteous Maker Rick Baker, and he will defend that title in a rematch against Andy Shane with Dr. Jerry Graham in his corner. Of course, you know the Mod Father is going to be around too. And that is for the PCW heavyweight title. It comes up for September Showdown 2015. It will be September the 13th. That's a Sunday. Doors open at 4, bell time at 5 at the Believe Center, right off of South Avenue, just east of the Anthony Wayne Trail. It is an absolutely loaded card. Legion back reunited to go after the PCW tag team titles against the Asian Assassins. And you will find out as the weeks go on here why this is such a volatile situation. We have a new PCW Cruiserweight champion. He is the Pitbull. We're going to get into that over the next couple of weeks, but we will clear up exactly how it went down where the Righteous Maker Rick Baker got that belt. But first of all, let's take you to our next match of the evening. And this is a match where if you win this match, boy, you are in line right at the top. You know, Phil Nitro Monahan, the former PCW champion, kind of referred to as the big dog in the yard. But he takes on the mysterious Crimson, who's a threat to any title, anywhere, any place. And let's go to the match. It's Crimson against Phil Nitro Monahan.
He weighs in tonight at 245 pounds from the Broken Mirror, Crimson. His opponent, weighing in at 320 pounds from Oakland, California, he is Phil Nitro Monahan.
This is going to be big on so many levels, Norm. PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling brought to you by home of the Low Payment King, Monroe Dodge, MonroeSuperstore.com, Sean Boomer Bratton along with Norm Waymer. Crimson one-on-one against Nitro.
Main event anywhere.
And from what I've heard now, Crimson, who already is deadly, has really worked on perfecting what he calls the touch of evil, which is really jamming your fingers into your opponent's mouth, mandible claw-like, just taking that life, sucking the life right out of your opponent. And from what I've heard, he has perfected that move and cannot wait to apply it
Nitro's
to Phil Nitro Monahan.
Call for the choke slam already.
And Crimson breaks it and hightails it out of the ring, but of course, Nitro doesn't like to keep things in the ring anyway. Well, neither does Crimson. This isn't foreign territory for either one of these wrestlers. Now behind the guardrail into the fans. It's what can happen when you watch PCW. For information on dates, you go to our website, PCWexcitement.com.
Well, here we go. This doesn't shock me by any means.
No, not at all. Oh, you got everything on that chop, that thunderous chop.
Phil Nitro Monahan, former PCW champion, former 3-time NWA National Heavyweight Champion.
Those bouts he had with Lou Marconi were just stuff I never thought I would see.
Crimson got a shot at Rob Conway in the NWA heavyweight title, came within an eyelash of winning that title.
Oh, that was so close. I thought we were going to call a title change that night.
He's
Norm.
wrestled so many from around the world. And we're so fortunate to have him right here. Although I'm sure Nitro's not looking at it that way right now.
And Nitro and Crimson just back and forth, battering each other senseless. They're on some sort of table on the outside or some sort of risers, not sure. This is extremely difficult for us to call as they're behind a sea of fans. Now we can see him again, and Crimson goes face first into that wall.
Which will not give.
No.
I don't care how hard he tries to throw him through it.
Those cinder blocks are not soft. And he's into the eyes of Crimson.
Now, Nitro's not a happy guy.
No. They're by us now, which always makes me a bit concerned. Now he grabs that ring bell? What the heck is he going to do with that?
No.
Well, Nitro blocks. And again, they're right in front of us, Norm.
Ah!
Head first. Face first into the ring bell. I'm going to move this out of the way. Norm, I'm giving this back to you, all
I don't
right?
like this at all.
There's a microphone caught in it.
All right, let's keep this away from them.
Yeah. Anything that could be used as an object in this match, which is about anything, keep it away from these guys.
Somebody try to get this back in the ring.
Drop toe hold into that middle turnbuckle. And Crimson just throwing his body at Nitro. Just hammering away at
Right
him.
hand after right hand, and now to the throat. This is a big match in so many ways. You beat Phil Nitro Monahan, you're top dog. I mean, that's just the way it is.
Yeah, yes you are. You want to talk about positioning here in PCW? That's what this is all about. Brings Nitro up. Knife edge forearm, throws everything into that. Mares him over now. Brings him back. He's going to come off the ropes. What's he going to do? Drops that knee right across the face of Nitro.
You know, Nitro was the PCW heavyweight champion, and he may have lost that title to the Giant Pharaoh, but the Giant Pharaoh is injured. He ain't here anymore.
Now all of a sudden,
so
the whole title picture has just totally changed with that injury to the Giant Pharaoh. Steps through, grabs those arms, uses that to bring him down. He's on top for that cover.
Well, what I'm saying is that Pharaoh might have won that battle, but he lost the war because
Yeah, exactly.
now he's injured and he's not here.
And really everyone thought...
And Nitro still is.
Well, and people thought that with the appearance of the Giant Pharaoh, we've never seen an athlete of that size where he was able to stand there almost going toe-to-toe with Nitro, and we're like, is this the man where Nitro is going to meet his match? And at the end of the day, who's still here? It's Nitro.
And these two in the ring could win any title at any time.
Again, another step through.
What's he going to do now? Oh, gosh. 1, 2. Nope.
Nitro shoulder up, rolls through, gets that bottom foot over that rope as well.
How do you kick out after something like that?
I have no idea what to even call that.
Crimson's throwing 320 pounds around in that ring.
Now look at that, just that wrenching grip on that head of Nitro.
Well, you're able to do that with the neck. That reverberates down the arm.
Yeah, you're causing all sorts of damage. And Nitro's not tapping here. What he's trying to do is to really fire up these fans, which is working, to generate some momentum He's on one knee. Can he get up? Yes. Throws those elbows in. Looks like Crimson's going to be sent in. Crimson ducks. What's going to happen? And it looks like both were attempting to throw a clothesline, and they hit each other with it, and both are down.
Well, we knew this was going to be a physical match, and it has not disappointed.
Well, they've taken so much out of each other at this point, and they continue now, and who's going to be able to get up to their feet first? Maybe both at the same time. That's certainly what it appears to be. And they're fighting now from their knees. And again, essentially both up at the same time, just fighting back and forth, chop after chop after chop. More chops delivered. Now Crimson sent in. There's the big whip. Elbow takes Crimson down.
How can you tell when Crimson's hurt? Oh! That's gotta hurt.
That's gonna do it right there. Now, Nitro calling for the power slam, had an opportunity for that earlier.
Choke slam.
Choke slam, yes, excuse me. Calling for the choke slam.
That's choke slam city.
And he catches it. Crimson tries to fight, uses leverage to push him down. DDT from that lowered position. Crimson now really hasn't had the perfect opportunity to apply that touch of evil, but now look, he's signaling for it. I know he's been waiting for that right chance. Is this going to be it? If he applies this, Norm, you're done. And Nitro blocks that as Crimson was going right for the mouth. Kick in, fireman's carry, he has him up. Crimson slithers out. There he goes, he has it. He has it. Touch of evil applied. And look at that, Nitro already down to one knee. Referee's gonna have to check this one.
That's one, that's two.
Nitro's about down for the count. Oh no, wait, now Nitro still has life. Nitro trying to pull that hand out of his mouth. Crimson still has it applied, but Crimson now backed up, climbs those turnbuckles. Nitro is fighting. Sweeps that leg. That'll break the hold. No more touch of evil.
It is Chokeslam City.
And he's on top. And he's just pinned Crimson. Nitro has just pinned Crimson.
Your winner of the match, Phil Nitro Monahan.
What a match.
Crimson so close, Norm.
What a match.
He had the touch of evil applied. No one gets out of that. Nitro was able to choke slam, took him to choke slam city.
Still the big dog in the yard.
And Nitro, the winner. Just absolutely amazing what we saw. PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling brought to you by the home of the low payment king, Monroe Dodge. They're online, MonroeSuperstore.com. PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling gives you September Showdown at the Believe Center on Sunday, September 13th. PCW brought to you by the Low Payment King at Monroe Dodge, MonroeSuperstore.com. At September Showdown, so many things coming to a head. PCW Heavyweight Champion, the Righteous Maker Rick Baker, will defend against Andy Shane, who is trying to become the first ever three-time PCW Heavyweight Champion. And then this one, this is going to be huge. The Asian Assassins defending the PCW Tag Team Championships against the reunited Legion. Malice, I know you are still steaming over what happened the last time at the Believe Center.
Steaming, Boomer? You know what? You have no idea what this has done to me. Modfather, this has gotten really personal. You cost me the PCW Heavyweight Championship belt. You and your little hand puppets, the Asian Assassins. Well, let me tell you this, Shorty. You've made the biggest mistake that you've ever made. You have Legion, Nitro and Ballas reunited, full strength, 110%. And it's all focused on you and your boys, little man. Tell them, big man.
Modfather, you might have the heavyweight title, but guess what, buddy? You better be ready to cash in those tag titles because we're coming to take them.
Legion is back together and they are angry. They will have a chance to beat the Asian Assassins for the PCW Tag Team Championships at September Showdown. Find out more, PCWexcitement.com. Powerbomb Championship Wrestling gives you at the Believe Center September Showdown, Sunday, September 13th. Doors 4, bell time is 5.
I shop at Seaway Marketplace because they have the fastest lines in town.
Seaway Marketplace.
This is my store.
I buy almost all of my produce here at Seaway Marketplace for my home and my restaurant.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace Deli has the best chicken in town.
This is my store.
I shop at Seaway Marketplace because of the big selection of meat and seafood.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace, corner of Cherry and Bancroft.
Seaway Marketplace. This is my store.
Somerset Bingo Hall, Toledo's premier bingo hall, 7 nights a week at the corner of Douglas, Lasky, and Tremainsville. At Somerset Bingo Hall, doors open at 5 p.m., Lightning at 6, and Series at 8 p.m. Sundays, doors open at 11 a.m., Lightning at 1, and Series at 2:30. Somerset Bingo Hall, Toledo's premier bingo hall, 7 nights a week.
Save more at the Monroe Superstore this week when you see the low payment king and you take advantage of our $188 a month lease on the award-winning Ram. A Ram 1500 Crew Cab Express 4-wheel drive, only $188 a month. Enjoy our Ram 1500 Crew Cab Express 4-wheel drive, only $188 a month on a short-term lease at the Monroe Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Superstore. Check out all our inventory, over 700 new and certified pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs when you visit MonroeSuperstore.com or call the low payment kings toll-free at 1-888-4-DODGE-1.
Remember, if you're stopped by the police for any reason, you have a right to remain silent. Use it.
September Showdown is coming to the Believe Center. PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling is back at the Believe Center on Sunday, September 13th. Believe Center off south, east of the Anthony Wayne Trail. Doors at 4, bell time is 5. PCW brought to you by Monroe Dodge. MonroeSuperstore.com is where you want to go. Also find them on South Dixie Highway in Monroe. At September Showdown, there is so much to be resolved, so many conflicts that are going to come to a head at September Showdown. PCW Heavyweight Champion, the Righteous Maker Rick Baker, defends against Andy Shane. The Tag Team Champions, the Asian Assassins, defend against Nitro and Malice Legion. And also, the Cruiserweight Champion will defend against the returning Diamond Couture. Champion is the Pitbull. You've got Diamond Couture at September Showdown.
He's not a diamond, first off, Boomer. He's a pearl. For anything, I'm the champ. If you want a shot, if Nate wants a rematch, who's Diamond Couture? Who is this guy? Nobody cares about him. Where's he been? What's he done? Who is he to this company? You see these 3 letters, PCW? That is Pitbull Championship Wrestling. I'm taking it over. This is just a start. Get ready, because it's nonstop, and I'm here to stay.
Strong words from the Pitbull, and you're saying you will take on anyone.
Anybody. You want a shot?
No. I'm happy on this side of the camera. Pitbull defends on September Showdown, Sunday, September 13th, against the returning Diamond Couture. See it at the Believe Center. PCW at the Believe Center. Powerbomb Championship Wrestling.
Back we are, PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling, brought to you by the Low Payment King Ralph Mahalik and the Monroe Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Superstore. All right, let's get you to our main event here in this edition of PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. This is the match that actually led off the night of Summer Stunner 2015, just 6 days ago. This was the first match out of the chute, because of course you know, in the middle of the show there was a battle royal to determine who was going to get a shot at Malice. You know by now that it's the Righteous Maker Rick Baker who got that shot, because he's the one that is holding the PCW heavyweight title. Now we are going to show you that match here coming up in the coming weeks. But this was the match that led off the night. This is a vicious feud that's gone back years, as a matter of fact. Rick Baker, a former PCW heavyweight champion, Andy Shane, the only two-time PCW heavyweight champion, in a non-title match, a no disqualification match. These two guys loathe each other. You got the Modfather on one side, you got Dr. Jerry Graham Jr. on the other side as well. A very combustible situation and a pretty vicious match. Let's take a look at the match right now. Rick Baker, Andy Shane, and a no disqualification match.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is a grudge match. No disqualification, no count out. Introducing first, he is accompanied to the ring by the Modfather. He weighs in tonight at 212 pounds from Phoenix, Arizona, the Righteous Maker, Rick Baker. And his opponent, he is led to the ring by his manager, the legendary Dr. Jerry Graham. He weighs in tonight at 220 pounds from Brooklyn, Michigan, Andy Shea.
PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling, Sean Boomer Bratton, along with Norm Waymer. And yeah, we really didn't think they were going to go into a traditional collar and elbow tie-up to start things off here. It's Andy Shane versus the Righteous Maker, Rick Baker. As Baker sent to the outside. Now what's interesting, Norm, about this match, this isn't your standard professional wrestling match. With this match, no disqualification, no countout. Righteous Maker sweeping those legs. Andy Shane hits hard. Of course, Righteous Maker has the Modfather. And we want to talk a little bit about that hamstring injury, Norm, of Andy Shane.
You can see that his left leg is heavily wrapped. He has a hamstring issue. One of the things about wrapping that hamstring is you let your opponent know that you're hurt, and there's no question Rick Baker is going to go right after it.
And that's exactly what Rick Baker has done now. You can see where he's focusing that attack. Was able to basically just slam that leg down on the ring apron. That's what started this now.
Hey, let's sum up this match here. There's 3 PCW heavyweight championships in this ring, not to mention Rick Baker is a former PCW cruiserweight champion. Baker has held the heavyweight title on one occasion, winning it from Andy Shane. Andy Shane's won it twice, one of them beating the Righteous Maker, Rick Baker.
I mean, this really, when you look at these two, they have really defined Powerbomb Championship Wrestling.
This is the classic feud of PCW. There's no question about it.
And will this be enough to settle the score? Who knows? But it is no disqualification and no countout.
Yep, the referee doesn't have a whole lot to do in this match.
And Andy Shane drops down, just draping that neck of the Righteous Maker right across that middle rope. And yet Andy Shane definitely struggling right now with his mobility. He's grabbed a chair, and he's able to use the chair because it is no disqualification. The Modfather hanging out by us, which is scary. Don't put your hand on me, Modfather.
Oh, he went right after that knee.
Went for the low drop kick right into that knee, and now look at that chair. right into the hamstring.
You know, not to mention Andy Shane, who wrestled for WWE. Righteous Maker Rick Baker wrestled for TNA. These guys are two of the best in the biz.
And with someone like the Righteous Maker, he's going to know where that weakness is. He is going to zero in on that weakness, and that's exactly what he has done. Soften up that hamstring enough to where he can just concentrate his attack on that.
When you sign up for a no disqualification match, but just by nature, it's brutal.
And you've got to think, Norm.
These guys not only want to win, they want to end each other's career.
And here's a guy in Andy Shane, we thought 2 years ago with that torn pec that maybe his career was over.
He tore the pec clean off the bone on the right side, has a huge scar. He was out for more than 9 months. Doctors said he was never going to wrestle again.
They've never met anyone like Andy Shane, but now the Righteous Maker, look at that with the leg draped into that chair.
Oh! That leg's not supposed to bend that way. And this is no disqualification.
Yeah, what we're seeing right now, this can continue.
If Godfather gets involved, if Jerry Graham gets involved, there's no disqualification.
Righteous Maker trying to bring Andy Shane up. Hard to get him to get upright. There's that body slam. Caught a little bit of that chair.
Yeah, didn't quite get it on the chair the way he was hoping he would. That's not going to stop him by any means.
No, not at all. Now there's the cover.
Just
and
a
Andy
one
Shane
count.
into the eyes. But again, that's perfectly legal. That's perfectly fine. Andy Shane grabs that chair right into the exposed midsection. Oh, and right into that arm.
No one swings a chair like Andy Shane.
And that's, if you look, you know, we talked about this earlier, Norm, about maybe telegraphing a bit where you have a weak spot on your body. Well, Rick Baker wears that elbow brace, and that's exactly where Andy Shane went after him with that chair.
Yeah, I don't know the nature of that injury, but whenever you're in this business, you're going to get hurt.
There's something. There's always something. You are never 100%.
Yeah. You want to be a professional wrestler, watch this match. This is what happens when you're a professional wrestler.
You've got to learn how to deal with pain, too. And now Andy Shane just with that chair, and the Modfather trying to break things up, and that's why Dr. Jerry Graham is out there.
Oh, and he ran right into the steps.
Now the Modfather is back here.
Oh, get out of here.
That.
Get out of here.
And Norm,
you don't belong here. Get out of here.
Norm,
you're
if you
not
can
an
see.
announcer.
So proud of him.
You're not an announcer.
Yeah, you're scaring me, Modfather.
Stand up
you're really
and get out of
scaring
here.
Me. Touching me inappropriately, I think.
Oh, he is standing. I'm sorry.
Look at that. Yeah, I caught that. Look at the chair. The chair is bent. The chair that Andy Shane was using on. Now, okay, well, I've just lost my chair. That's awesome.
I can help you out here.
We'll slide down, but again, so much is going on in this match. We'll make a quick switch on the chairs, because the Modfather, the chair that they just slid in the ring was mine.
Well, now that one's gone.
Do we have stock in a chair company, Norm? Because if not, we should.
How did you let him take your chair in the first place?
He just grabbed it right out from underneath me. He must have snuck underneath it.
He overpowered you.
He did, yeah, that's pretty scary, actually. I was worried he was going to put his hands on me, and I quite frankly don't want him to touch me. I don't know where he's been, so I kind of just yielded to him.
I don't think Andy Shane's going to submit. I have never seen him submit.
No. He's fighting. He's fighting as much as he can.
I've never seen anybody with the pain tolerance he has.
No.
You know, a lot's made about, John Cena wrestled with a broken nose. Andy Shane tore the pec off the bone and wrestled for another 20 minutes.
What about that?
Shane wrestled Sabu, who broke his leg. He wrestled for another 15.
Exactly, that classic match with Sabu where the leg was broke early in the match.
Oh, and John Cena broke his nose. Big deal.
And most people would be like, yeah, I'm done. My leg's broke. Andy Shane finished the match. So as much as Righteous Maker Rick Baker is doing right now, who knows if it's going to be enough, as there's always more and more fight in Andy Shane. But I tell you what, Righteous Maker is dishing it out.
Look at the ego. Oh!
And that drop kick again. Never underestimate Andy Shane.
Do not underestimate Andy Shane.
Righteous Maker just a bit too cocky. And now Righteous Maker desperately trying to grab that chair, but he can't get it. Now what's going to happen here? Andy with the boot into the middle.
Oh!
Chair across the back. This is all legal. No disqualification. No count out.
You want to be a professional wrestler.
Now there you go.
Now he's got the chain.
Multiple chairs, the chain.
Oh!
Right on that elbow. That's the one he focused on earlier with the chair.
Oh! You remember the old Ronnie Garvin stomp? Where he'd go to the different parts of the body? Well, this is exactly what he's doing, but he's doing it with a chain.
I'd love to see him give that to the Modfather. Now he's pulling the Righteous Maker right back to the middle of the ring with that chain again. Oh. And now just going right in for the choke. And why not? All the referee needs to do is to be there to count to 3.
He can't break it up. He can't stop it. A 3 count or a submission. That's it.
But
That's
what you're seeing right now,
can end the match.
You're seeing that this match is taking a toll on both guys.
Oh, there's no question. And we got that big battle royal coming up.
Now look at that Righteous Maker rise the chair.
Ow!
Right across the side of the body of Andy Shane.
That got hand, arm. Andy Shane's hurt.
Now Righteous Maker strategizing a bit with the Modfather, and this is probably the break that the Righteous Maker needs.
Powerbomb Championship Wrestling brought to you by the Low Payment King Ralph Mahalik and the Monroe Superstore. We thank you very much for being a big sponsor of Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. Oh!
Now the Righteous Maker head first into that chair. That's where you want to go to get your next vehicle.
There's not much left of your chair.
No, I don't think it's coming back my way.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness.
He is destroying Rick Baker.
He's got the chair on top of his head, and he's whacking the chair with the chain.
Uh-oh. Somebody got in the wrong neighborhood. Oh!
And a big punch to the Modfather, who is down. I wish he was out. And Andy Shane brings up the Righteous Maker. Pile driver, maybe?
On the chair!
Oh, that's got to be it for the Righteous Maker.
On the chair! 1, 2, and 3!
And the winner is Andy Shane. And Andy Shane surviving. I don't know if you want to say winning, but surviving this no disqualification, no count out match with the pile driver on the chair.
And where does this leave Rick Baker?
Your winner of the match, Andy Shane.
Every single wrestler in the world is going to think twice before they sign a no disqualification match against Andy Shane.
Yeah, just watch the tape of this. Unbelievable. The chair, the chain, the pile driver on the chair. Andy Shane winning the no disqualification, no countout match, but will the grudge continue? Who knows? PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. Thank you very much to our fine sponsor, Monroe Dodge, home of the Low Payment King. Find them online, MonroeSuperstore.com. PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling back at the Believe Center on Sunday, September 13th. You can find the Believe Center just off the Anthony Wayne Trail, off of South. Very easy to get to, east of Anthony Wayne, off of South. PCW brought to you by the Low Payment King at Monroe Dodge. Online, MonroeSuperstore.com, South Dixie Highway in Monroe. I tell you what, PCW jam-packed for September 13th at the Believe Center. Our new Cruiserweight champion, the Pitbull, is going to be there. The Asian Assassins defending the PCW Tag Team Championship against Legion. And what about this one? I'm telling you, this is a rivalry, a feud that has pretty much defined Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. We have a new heavyweight champion, the Righteous Maker, Rick Baker. On Sunday, September 13th at the Believe Center, he will defend against Andy Shane. And Andy is going to have Dr. Jerry Graham with him as well.
I promised Andy when we came back to PCW that he would be the champion under my tutelage. Now what happened? He's beaten this guy. He beat this guy right in the middle of the ring in a no disqualification match. Then a couple hours later, at most, maybe less, Baker's the champion? Are you kidding me? This is to be the champ. You got to beat the champ. He beat the champ. This is outrageous, but he's getting his chance, and he's not going to make short of it. He is going to be the champion, PCW, on the 13th.
I promised Doc I'd keep my composure, and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Rick Baker, you are the champ. Well done. But now, Andy Shane shall read to you from the Book of Pain, chapter and verse. You shall be baptized in fire. And you, my friend, are going to lose the freaking belt, and it's coming to me, just like Doc said.
I cannot wait for September Showdown, the Believe Center, Sunday, September 13th. The Righteous Maker defending against Andy Shane.
Serial beast, wear it on your sleeve. Hey, baby, do you like it kind of raw? Do you like it?
Save more when you see the Low Payment Kings at the Monroe Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Superstore during the Low Payment Kings clearance event. You can own a brand new 2015 Chrysler 200 Limited, Jeep Compass, Dodge Journey, or Jeep Renegade Sport. Your choice, 0 down, sign and drive, owned for only $255. That's right, 0 down, sign and drive, owned for only $255. Call us toll free at 1-888-4-DODGE-1 or check out over 600 new and certified pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You visit MonroeSuperstore.com.
I shop at Seaway Marketplace because they have the fastest lines in town.
Seaway Marketplace.
This is my store.
I buy almost all of my produce here at Seaway Marketplace for my home and my restaurant.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace Deli has the best chicken in town.
This is my store.
I shop at Seaway Marketplace because of the big selection of meat and seafood.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace, corner of Cherry and Bancroft.
Seaway Marketplace. This is my store.
Since 1905, Red Wing Shoe Company has been making purpose-built work footwear. The skilled employees in our 3 U.S. factories build over 1.2 million pairs of shoes annually. We are the largest Red Wing shoe dealer in northwestern Ohio with over 2,500 pairs in stock. Stop by our newly renovated store at 2122 North Reynolds Road. Shoes and boots that have served generations of hard-working people. Mike Jamison and Jamison's Mobile Music is scheduling his 2015 bridal season. I would love to talk to you about your music and video needs for that special day. Now, we don't have 15 different sound systems going out every night, just one, and we concentrate on you and your special day. You will know your DJ. For over 25 years, Mike Jamison has been providing quality sound, lighting, and video for your special day. Call him today at 419-514-1302. Mike Jamison and Jamison's Mobile Music and Creative Video Imagery.
If you're looking to raise money for your nonprofit organization, Powerbomb Championship Wrestling is here to help. We'll provide you with everything you need to raise money. You'll get 2 hours of fun and exciting family entertainment from some of the best pro wrestlers in the Midwest, and we'll promote your event on our TV and social media platforms. Charities, booster clubs, athletic departments, or any nonprofit organization can raise money with PCW. Call us at 419-265-7808 or contact us on Facebook, Twitter, or at PCWExcitement.com.
Serial beast, wear it on your sleeve. Hey, baby, do you like it kind of raw? Do you like it?
PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling is back at the Believe Center. You can find the Believe Center off southeast of the Anthony Wayne Trail. The date is Sunday, September 13th. Doors 4, bell time is 5. PCW brought to you by the Low Payment King at Monroe Dodge. Online, MonroeSuperstore.com. Find Monroe Dodge on South Dixie Highway in Monroe. September Showdown. I tell you what, lots of things culminating at September Showdown. Diamond Couture with a crack at the Pit Bull and the PCW Cruiserweight Championship. Will Studd is one-on-one with Celeste Taylor. Big Chuck Wagon taking on the Acolyte. The amazing Nate Madsen one-on-one versus his former Sons of Michigan partner, the Big Bear Benjamin Boone. And your main event, we have a new PCW heavyweight champion, the Righteous Maker Rick Baker with the Mod Father, taking on at September Showdown, Andy Shane.
You hold on to that for me. You see, Andy Shane, you think just because you want a no DQ match, you can just walk around and demand title shots. You know, I threw you out the ring in the Battle Royal, and now you want to go cry to the commissioner about a title shot in September. Well, you know what? you just had to get in the back of the line like everybody else. Ain't that right, my father?
That's exactly right. This is serious business. We take this championship to heart. We represent the people of PCW, Toledo, Ohio, and North America. And Andy Shane, you're going down one more time.
The new champion, the Righteous Maker, Rick Baker, defending against Andy Shane at September Showdown, Sunday, September 13th at the Believe Center. Find out more, PCWexcitement.com. PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling.
Back to wrap up PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. A big thanks to our sponsors, of course, the low payment King Ralph Mahalik at the Monroe Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Superstore. Also, Seaway Marketplace, the corner of Cherry and Bancroft, Red Wing Shoes, Mike Seeger's Red Wing Shoes on Reynolds near Bancroft. Don't forget to visit our sponsors. Help support them because they support us. Somerset Bingo Hall, bingo 7 days a week. Also, Nick and Jimmy's, the best burgers in town on Monroe Street across from the mall. And, of course, attorney Jerry Purcell. Any kind of law you have questions, give Jerry a call. All right, coming up on next week's show, we're going to clear up the tag team situation. So you're going to see the match between the Asian Assassins as they defend against Big Chuck Wagon and Celeste Taylor. That was a wild match. Also, we will clear up the PCW Cruiserweight situation. As you know, we have a new champion there, but there's a lot of things that came out of that match, and we will explain them all coming up next week. Don't forget, if you want to get tickets, you can always go to our website at PCWexcitement.com. You can pick up tickets at the Believe Center, also at the Somerset Bingo Hall, Lucky 7, and also Mike Seeger's Red Wing Shoes. Don't forget to lock down those front row tickets before they are all gone. We'll see you next time. And as always, don't forget, it's not PC, it's PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling.
Breathe deep, the cooling air, sun setting tonight.